Here are the 25 simple ways to motivate yourself. Feeling less motivated are often happening to all of us. I do, especially on Monday or even a Friday at work. Sometimes I just feel like I'm really unmotivated and wonder to myself, like, how am I this crazy or why? How can I stop being so lazy? This is just to myself. Other people might see me as lazy, not unmotivated. But over the years, I have found solution to this problem and common problems to everyone, my friend. Here are the 25 simple ways to motivate yourself. And I hope that all of you will try this, and after you listen to this, that you at least can relate to at least one or two of the 25 ways to motivate yourself. Okay? So again, my name is Ted Vang. I am a trainer, a life coach, and just a friend. I want to share this simple way to motivate yourself, and 25 of them today. So please bear with me. Number 1, make a deal with yourself. So let's say it's a Monday morning or it's a Tuesday or Wednesday, a hump day, my friend, and you work really hard and you feel so unmotivated. And somehow you said, you know what? Let's just make a simple deal to myself and say, let's get through this morning and do the very best I can for the job that I am doing, for a report that I have to do. And when I'm finished this report, that at lunchtime, I'm gonna treat myself with how about a cup of mocha? How about something simple as getting an ice cream for myself? Enjoy an ice cream, and I will take a little walk along the way during lunchtime before I come back, enjoying that ice cream, enjoying that cup of mocha, that cup of joe, that cup of coffee, which some deal like this that you could do for yourself. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's number 1. Make a little deal for yourself. Now, number 2, act like it. If you are not motivated, act like you are motivated. How about that? If you don't feel motivated or enthusiastic about anything, then act like you are motivated. You see, our emotion and feeling sometimes it go very well with how you act. So, for example, what I would do in the morning when I drive to work, and it take about 5 to 6 minutes from my home to my work. So while I'm on my way to work and I feel like, what a crap day today, you know what I do is that I act like I'm happy. It's like I am motivated, that I wanted to be at work, and that's something interesting that I need to do today, like helping someone, doing something that make a difference for someone. And by doing that, here's what I do. I try to smile and really just make it up. Okay, I'm not just saying trying inside. You go like, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy today. I have reason to be happy. And do that. I promise you, less than 30 seconds, just trying to smile. Smile, and happy. Don't have to laugh like a crazy person. Before you know it, your body, your brain cell, everything else, tell yourself that you are happy, that you are totally ready for anything in front of you. And that happened quite often. I tell you, this is the second trick that I'm telling myself, okay? Now, let's move on. Number 3, ask uplifting question in the morning. Ask some question. Here's what you need to do, or what you can do. Every morning, ask yourself 5 empowering is a three-part question in this way, okay? So, what am I? Something about my life right now, okay? What am I? What am I happy about my life right now? Do you have a reason to be happy with your life right now? I'm sure you do. There's something that you are happy about your life right now, okay? And something else, like for example, be like, what am I excited about in my life right now, in my very current, present, my life right now, okay? What am I exciting about it? Is it a loved one? Is it your career? Is it your education? Is it your kid or your boyfriend, your girlfriend? Anything like that, okay? All right. It is important that you really feel how it make you feel. What made me happy, okay? I am feeling happy, for example, okay? So these morning questions are great because the way they are set to make you recognize things you take for granted, my friend, then they really get into you and make you feel like those are things that you are probably don't think is important, but it make you feel pretty positive about yourself and turn your negative feeling about the day you're about to face and it will make you feel better that day. Now imagine in the morning, if you don't do what I just suggest, okay, which all of us do that, and you go to work like a grumpy man or grumpy woman, just like my English teacher, I'm not going to say her name, but long time ago, okay, and you go like, I'm not sure about this, you know, and when you get to work or you get to the store, you get somewhere and someone talk to you and you go like, I am better than you. Can you feel it? You are making all the negative thing around yourself. And from a book that I read, my friend, it's called The Top Secret. It's like you attracting bad vibe. Okay, you attracting the aura, the bad and negative aura. Now, believe it or not, I don't know about this. I'm not a religious person, but I do have religion. I'm not just crazy radical religious person. So what it is that the belief is that all of us attract to things that we wanted to be attracted to. All right. So if you feel completely grumpy and unhappy, guess what? You're going to attract to those people and those things. And if you feel positive, you make yourself positive, you make yourself look great, then those positive and beautiful and happy aura, I call it aura because it's something, it's flying that you can't see, but it comes to you, it attracts to you, my friend. So make yourself an attractive person for anything in the world that you would like it to be attract to you, okay? Now, let's move on. Number 4, move the goal post. How about that? Have you thought about that? Set a large and specific goal. This will motivate you much more than a small goals. A big goals had a big effect and can create a lot of motivation. Now, when you talk about moving the goalpost, is that, for example, you know, I used to play soccer with my friends. And when we don't have like 11 person in a team in a soccer game, and like, sometimes to show up like 8 people. All right, then we divide by 4, and guess what? From 11 to 4 per team, that's mean the goal need to be smaller, right? And when you put really small goal and it is smaller field, then when you're trying to play, guess what happened? Is that when you finally get the soccer ball, go right to that goal, and you try to shoot it, and you miss almost 90% at a time because the goal is too small. All right, well, just to make everybody happy, because winning or losing in a sport game, it's really not a big problem. Okay, when you think about winning and losing, really just winning and losing. So I decided that, you know what, let's make a big goal and then let's see who scored the most. And we made it big, just like a regular soccer goal, okay? And then now we also talk about goal post here and real goal in your life. So don't forget we talk about that. But now I'm giving you a real a goal post in a soccer game. And then we start to play, and guess what? When you get the ball next to the goal, the soccer goal, and you take your shot, you got 90% chance of getting into that goal. See? That also important. And in a real life, your goal, your plan for your life, that is something important. If it is too small, make it big so that you can work harder just to get there to accomplish your goal. You see, if it is small, then you are telling yourself that, well, it's not that big of a deal, and I will eventually be there. I don't have to put a lot of effort because it's small. But if you set a big goal, guess what? You're gonna prepare yourself, and you have to work hard. You have to do something bigger in order to accomplish that goal. All right. So, just example, a bigger goal would be something like, so you have a job interview coming up, and that job interview, it's a promotion or something. It's a job that you have studied all your life, whatever that is. You are preparing, my friend. You are preparing yourself so much more than you are going to the store to get to get just a little item from the store, say a can of milk, okay, something like that. So I know, see how much the difference that you are preparing to get to that goal. Either go to the store, get your milk, which is really easy. I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is just grab my key, my wallet, and drive to my car and get to the store. I don't even have to dress, and get into the store, get my milk, pay for it, come home, and you're done. It's nothing more. Now, if you go for a job interview, guess what? Especially, it depends on the type of job, right? You need to prepare the question, the potential question, all the scenario that it can come. You study the job descriptions. You are looking at your resume so many times. You can twist them so many times. You are practicing. And when it's the time to do it, you dress yourself. You look yourself twice in the mirror. Make sure you look good. And you have a note with you, and you look at your shoes, make sure it's shine, make sure you look twice in the mirror for your face and your hair and everything else. And now make yourself confident, and you also need to go early, right? So all of these things are preparation for a bigger goal, bigger post. So make a big goal. Number 6, do the toughest task first. This will ease a lot of your day-to-day worries and boost your self-confidence for the rest of the day. This is important, whether you are at work, at home, just doing your chore or something, my friend, or even eating a dish of your favorite food. What you need to do is do the toughest task first, so you can finish up the not so tough task later. What I would do, say I'm eating a bowl of food, and it has combination of vegetable, meat, and those meat also have a different variety of pieces in there, and vegetable has many kind of vegetable in the same food, in the same bowl of food. So what I would do is that I'm trying to find the best piece of meat and vegetable and eat them first. And then when I'm done with those beautiful and delicious and tasty bowl of food, then I can finish up later for the rest. I don't really care about the bone, you see. So If I can't finish them, that's fine. Now, same thing at work. When I'm at work, I look at my calendar. I'm looking at my tasks for the day and also expecting for things that gonna be happen on that day. And I'm taking the toughest task at first. No, I need to follow up this. This is a deadline. I'm doing this and that. And then the rest, you can do them later. So organization is really important, my friend. So do the toughest task first. Number 7, let's move on. Start slow. Wow, it's something all of us have learned, right? Instead of jumping into something at a full speed, start slow, my friend. Start slow, okay? When you do that, your mind will not visualize the task as something hard that you have to do fast. Fast to get it done, right? If your mind sees things, guess what? It often happens. So make sure your mind sees the thing that you're trying to do. So your mind is telling you what to do, really, in this case. Actually getting started, even if it is a slow pace, it's a whole lot better than not getting it started at all. You see? So start slow. Whatever you do, you start slow and gradually increase the pace. Eventually, you will get to learn the process. Your mind will get to know it, and then you can speed the process, and eventually you'll get there. So start slow. Now, number 8, compare yourself with yourself. Now, how many times did you, me, and everybody else have learned that we have to compare ourselves to someone else as a role model? Now, in this case, why don't you try to compare yourself with yourself, not with others? Comparing what you have and your result to what other people have and have accomplished can really kill your motivation, as it's up to your self-doubt. So think about this. This is a reverse psychology, sort of, okay? So if you think about yourself and compare to other who's better than you, sometimes it can get you down. It's like a killing motivation. We'll talk about motivation here, okay? So sometimes you need to compare yourself with yourself. There are way people ahead of you. Most likely, quite a bit of people, and a few of them are mile ahead, you see? So focus on you, on your result, and how you can improve them. Reviewing your result is important to you. See where you have gone wrong in the past and avoid similar mistake or missteps further on, you see? But it is also important because of a great motivational, because it's important to see how much you have improved and how far have you come. Often you can be pleasantly surprised when you do such a review that you have done quite well, my friend. Number 9, remember your successes. Wow, how many people actually forget all the good thing you have done? You see, now my dad used to say something like, well, you have done all of these good thing, and then one little thing that you make mistake. Guess what? That little mistake actually erased all of those successes. Now, what I'm trying to say here is that you need to remember the thing that you have done well and you have accomplished and success, and let them flow through your mind instead of your failures. Write down your success. Write them down so that you can see it. Your mind can see it. You can imagine so that you can make it happen. Consider using a journal of some kind so that it's easier for you to forget and success. Now, these days, we can all record it on your phone. You can play them if you wanted to. But really, how our mind works is that it needs to see. It needs to imagine. It needs to make it happen in the brain, in the mind, before it will help your body and your motivation, the drive to get to it. Okay? So that is number 9. Number 10, act like you are a hero. How about that? Read about them, watch them, listen to them, discover what they did, what was special and what made them thick. Okay? But remember that they are people just like us. All those heroes, make yourself a hero. Again, all of those heroes are human beings just like you. So let them inspire you instead of looking up at them just like hero. Now, make yourself a hero. Put yourself in their shoes. Have you ever thought about that? If you could be a Superman, what would you do? Now, of course, Superman, it's really not human according to the character, but it's a human who doing it. But think about it, in a world where you can be a Superman, a Batman. How about that? Okay? Of course, in a different way. I'm not suggesting that you're really doing that and flying and rescuing someone and go and beat someone up and all of the different things and you. No. I'm talking about make yourself imagine you can be a hero. Number 11, remember to have fun. Whatever you do, my friend, how difficult it is that you are doing, or the task that you are trying to accomplish, have fun in the process, will you? Or create fun in a task. Then you'll stay motivated to do and finish it. If you don't do that, I can guarantee you right now that you'll get bored, you'll stop, and you'll find a reason, an excuse to excuse yourself out of the project, out of the task. And then eventually, we human call it failure, which to you, it's not a failure because you have a reason to not doing it. Is that correct? But remember to have fun to do it. The important thing is motivate yourself. Number 12, get out of your comfort zone. Have you ever thought about that? Have you heard about get out of your comfort zone? Face your challenge to get a real boost of motivation. It can help you get started and take the first scary step outside your comfort zone. Okay? Please know that you maybe feel comfortable within the zone you are, within the parameter that you are. But my friend, get out of your comfort zone sometime. Try new thing. Okay, try new thing. Don't be afraid. As long as you're not hurting yourself or other people, try new thing. For example, eat Thai food, eat Chinese food, eat hamburger, eat American food, try pizza, try some food really hot. I'm just talking about food here, okay? But there's anything else that you can try. All right. Now maybe trying to go somewhere that you don't feel comfortable with it. I'm not suggesting you're doing something dangerous here, okay? Now, number 13, don't fear failure. This is important. Don't fear that you will fail, my friend. Instead of redefine it as feedback and as a natural part of your successful life, as Michael Jordan said, I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games 26 times. I have been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed it. I have failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is, don't fear your failure. Don't fear your failure. Your failure will lead you into work harder to get into the goal. Also trying to find valuable lesson in each of your failure. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What can I do that better or not repeating the same or similar mistake from this failure? Number 14, do some research on what you are about to do. Then your expectation will be more grounded in reality, and you can also get good hints on what difficulty that you might run into along the way. But it can also lessen the lack of motivation that usually follow when most of the enthusiasm has displaced. When you know what has happened to others in similar situation, what path they have walked, you can adapt and try their solution and personal variation of those and for your own. This make it easier to stop worrying and challenging, easier to handle. You see, anything that you are gonna put your hand into, learn about it. like the job interview I was talking earlier, that you need to learn about what mistake other people do. For example, would be like, can you just go without preparation and just wing it? No, you need to prepare. You need to learn. Other people failure could be advantage techniques for you to use. 15. Figure out why you are doing something. If you don't know or don't have a good enough reason to do something, then it will be hard to get it done. Do things that you have really strong reason to do it, my friend. If you want to do something, then figure it out. A good reason to do it. Don't just do it. If you can't find a good reason, considering dropping it. That's simple as that. Okay, so whatever you're going to do, make sure you're figuring out why you are doing it. That's number 15. 16. Write down your goal and reasons for working toward them. Now, this is easier than done, okay? But tape them on the wall if you have to, computer or bathroom mirror, then you'll be reminded throughout the day, and it become easier to stay on track and stay focused. That's all it is. Write down your goals and reason for working toward them. That's all it is. Number 17. Focus on the positive. Remember I talked about positive and negative aura earlier? Learn to think more positively most of the time. Make yourself positive. Learn to let go of the negative, or basically not thinking about negatively about anything. So think about more positive in any way, shape, or form. You might not be able to be positive all the time, no matter what happened, but I think most of us can improve on our positive thinking, and the result can lead us to successful, of course, perhaps more than you realize right now, more than what you think you can do, by just think positively. 18. Cut down on your TV time. How many people watching TV during these days anyway, my friend? Do you watch TV anymore? Watch less if you do. How about, do you play on your Facebook? Do you watch thing on your phone? How about cut down those time and use those real time to do something more productive in your life, okay? Do more of what you want to do in life. Now, why I'm saying this is that these days all of us have phone, really, and there are so many social media that attract to each and every one of us in a different way, with different application of different social media type. You may be a Facebooker, maybe a YouTuber. Perhaps you are maybe a Twitter person who like to write just anything, brag about anything, or something like that all the time, and you can't stay away from your phone or your TV. If you are watching TV, you probably hook to some of those shows, and not just one but multiple of them, and you're keeping track of what's happening, so on and so forth, and you can't wait to sit in that couch, in that very couch, that very position and location, and that is your comfort zone. Okay, so cut down those dawn tasks that's not important, my friend. All right, now number 9, break it down. Break down your task or priority into small steps, and just start with focusing on the first small step. When you are done, move on to the next and just focus on that one. How about that? Now, the reason I'm saying this is that in my job, when I start my job in my maybe 3rd year, okay, I have a supervisor who suggests me to not focus all of my tasks at the same time. How about I break them down in a 3 group, and then looking at a group that I can work with them right now, a group that I can help them, and then a group that it beyond help. Okay, and first I thought all of them, need help. All of them important. All of them need somehow to be done somehow. No, actually, you can break them down into tasks and break them down to where you can actually focus on. And that is a success for itself. The small success will keep your motivation up and keeping your focus away from a big picture. It's why the reason you need to do it from a small step. It is amazing how much you can get it done if you follow this little method, my friend. So in your life, small step. 20. Reprogram your information intake. Program out negative and cynical thoughts from the media and society. Reduce your information intake. Then program in positive news and entertainment, more of your own thoughts and useful information such as personal growth, podcasts, and book. Be selective and keep it positive. Simple as that. 21. Make use of your creativity. Take out a piece of paper and write down on the top of the page the area of your life that you would like to have more idea about. Make sense? Perhaps you want idea to earn more money, for example, or be a healthy person. Then brainstorm until you have written down 20 ideas on the topic. Then try for 10 or more of them. That's all it is. Not all ideas will work, but some will. That's 21. 22. Find out what makes you happy. This is really important. Actually, the key of being motivated is happy. Then do that as much as you want or you can. Okay, find out what makes you happy. 23. Listen while you are on the move. How about that? Build your own small library of motivational and personal development tapes or something. Listen to them while you are driving, riding the bus and or your bike, or while you're walking or running. This is important to listen to something from yourself. Listen to a thing that you recorded to remind you that who you are and what have you done and the great thing that happening in your life. This actually is more helpful than a lot of people think. 24. Think outside your box. Again, anything has to do with the box, comfort zone, think outside the box. Don't imagine the future from the box. What you have now, just because your mind is in the box of previous experience doesn't mean that is the limit of the world. It's not. So think outside. So another word is, don't just limit things within your experience, within your box, with what the knowledge you have known, you have learned, but open up, try new thing, make something outside your box, get out of your comfort zone, like I said earlier. 25. Make each day count. We don't have all the time in the world, so focus on day and do the thing that you really want to do, my friend. So don't waste a day, because we are human and we don't live forever, and things will happen. We will eventually end gone from this beautiful earth that you and I have worked so hard for. So make each day count.